let's get into it. So for today's video, I'm throwing a little curveball at you, right? And what I'm gonna be doing is I posted a little form on my IG, and pretty much what it says was, what do you struggle with life? A couple of you guys answered it. I'll be doing this over a period of time, so if you ever want to help a brother out, you know, click that Instagram and be ready for the post by, you know what I'm saying, following, you know what I'm saying, just hit a little follow. But let's get into it. One of my boys answered this question, and I'll be telling you guys about it, you know what I'm saying, so you guys, it might help you out in your life. So let's get into it. So the question I asked was, what do you struggle with life? And he said time management. Then I asked him 2 questions to ask so I can better attack his problem, his issue. And he says, how do I manage time to be able to have a social life on top of school and other things? You would be surprised how much time you could be using and how much time that you're wasting. That's really what it comes down to. You don't realize how much time that you're putting towards things that you truly don't care about. For example, you've heard this many times. Look at your phone, look at your screen time. You would be surprised what apps get most of your time. When you go and study, do you really be studying for that full 4 hours? Or is it more like 2.5 or 1.5 and you watching videos and playing the game for the other 2.5 or rest of the time? So you have to realize those moments. You have to be aware of those moments. But to be even aware before you're that, you have to know what you care about. You have to know and understand what you value. Because if you value being on the game more than doing your homework, of course you're on the game for those 2 hours out of the 4 that you should have been given to studying. You care about the game more than studying, of course. So you have to realize in that moment, right, what is truly more important to you, and move in a way where you're giving whatever is more important all of your time and all your effort. If the game is more important than getting an A on this assignment or studying, then of course, my boy, put those 2 hours into the game and give it all, you know what I'm saying? Give it all you got, you know what I'm saying? Don't leave out anything. But if getting an A is more important than getting those 2 hours in on your game, or getting 2 hours in on TikTok out those 4 hours that you know you should be studying, turn off the game, put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Actually, take a step further. Turn that boy off completely. Throw it out your window. Forget about it completely. It's not out of sight, out of mind. And then focus on what needs to be focused. You know what I'm saying? But if you do not know what you care about and what you would put over something else, then you will be a time waster. You have to know what you value and be aware of what you value. So what you know consciously, the things that you care about and the things that you think deserve your time, things that you should allocate your time to. No matter what that is, that's up to you. No one can choose that but you. Everyone has their different values in their life. So what do you value? What should you be giving all your time to, most of your time to, half of your time to, 1/4 of your time to? And what do you give most of your time to, half of your time to, 1/4 of your time to? Realize that. Sit down and then catch yourself. Catch yourself when you're studying and you're on your phone and you're like, what should you be doing right now? And don't be like, I'm going to do it in 5 minutes. No, we're disciplined. We're more disciplined than that, than giving us 5 minutes. We're just going to get straight into it. Just get it over with, done with, and then I can do whatever I want. That's the best way to attack a problem. That's the best way to attack a problem. I don't want to do the dishes. I'll do it after this game. No, bro. Just get it out the way. So then now you can play the game with no distractions, with no worries in the world. Because I swear to God, If your mom has ever said to you, yo, by the time I get home, that food, that meat better be defrosted, and you hear that garage door run downstairs, yo, and put it and try to turn the water on. Bro, oh my gosh, like, if you would have done that when you saw that text, you would not have an issue and you could have been on the game. But look at you struggling for time for something that you should have done 30 minutes ago, but you were on the game. So the advice I would say on top of that is just do it. Just do it. Get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Get whatever task you don't want to do over with. Get that, you know what I'm saying, out the way. So then you can now focus on what you want to do, right? That's all I got for you today. Hope that had an impact on you some way. Hope you had a good laugh, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, have a great day. Peace.